Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Toughest Balls is back on the airways on this beautiful Thursday, May 13th. You know what I mean? Already in the second week of May, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Time's flying.
You know what I mean? You be up here in a
Time's
couple
flying.
months, June, July.
Yeah.
July be here in no time, brother. Yeah, man. We're gonna get it into quite a bit today. We got, I ain't gonna say everything specifically, but some NFL stuff. We got some NBA stuff. We got some Major League Baseball stuff, and we
Let's
got
go,
some
Yankees.
we got some entertainment. We got a movie we gonna review at the end of today's show. So yeah, man, we got a jam-packed show. Like these days, bro, it's just trying to eeny, meeny, miny, mo. What we gonna talk about? You know what I mean? Like it's just
Everybody go fill up
so
on
much,
gas.
so much out there, man. It's so much out there. It's just like what are we going to talk about? But I want
Lots.
lots,
Lots
of
to
course,
talk.
yeah, lots to talk about. And of course, you see, we're both decked out in our NFL. Since we're gonna start it off, I'm gonna do what I did last week. My Yankees shirt. You see the number 12. You see that?
Yeah, the number I don't really like that much, but
You see the name on the back of it. You see the name on the back. You see the name on the back of the jersey there. But yeah, man, we're not going to be talking about this number 12 specifically, but we're going to be talking about another number 12 that's all the way up in cheese country, cheesehead land, cheesehead country. Yeah, man, what is going on up in Wisconsin? What's going on in Wisconsin? Up in Green Bay?
cheese factory.
What is
Cheese head.
going on up there in Green Bay? Because I just heard this news yesterday evening. The Packers signed Blake Bortles.
Yeah. Insurance backup.
What?
Blake who?
Who? Oh, I mean the dude that Jacksonville drafted, but
Yeah,
then
Mr.
he
Pullman.
was number one. He was number one pick, wasn't
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he
he? Yeah,
was.
he was top pick. Came out of UCF. Only
Mr.
reason I know
Pullman.
that because I follow UCF quite a bit. But
Green Bay's getting ready, just in
okay,
case.
so yeah, let's start with that question, Bo. Why did the Packers sign Blake Bortles?
Well, they're not 100% sure if Rodgers is coming back, so they got to have a emergency backup. And Bortles has started in the league. He can play a little bit, and Green Bay just taking a little bit, but Green Bay just taking precaution, just in case Rodgers doesn't want to come back. And rumors has it that the Raiders are in the mix now to get Aaron Rodgers. So I don't know what's going to happen, what's going on, but
well, I told you that. I told you that on one of our last episodes.
yes, you did.
Would you accept
I
Mr.
would
AA? Would you accept Mr. AA Ron?
I would accept him, but right now my quarterback is Derek Carr. So I'm still Derek Carr's my quarterback.
As he gives the politically correct question.
Derek Carr's my quarterback.
He has to give the TO. That's my quarterback.
That's my quarterback.
My quarterback.
And he will continue to be my quarterback as long as he's in the Raider jersey. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
with
but
Rodgers.
if A-Rod
comes
the
along,
other number 12 shows up in Vegas, then I think Carr's going to be up out of there, or he's going to be sitting the bench. Yeah, either one. He's going to be bench, or he's up out of there.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't mind having those two on my team, though.
I mean, you
One
can't.
is a starter, one is a backup. I mean, that would be great. One gets hurt, the other one comes right
Oh,
in.
you mean
And,
Aaron Rodgers as a starter and then Carr?
yeah, and then they don't lose a step. They don't lose a
Yeah,
beat. They
we,
got
we don't we don't want to get the people. We don't want to mix that up. With, oh, who's going to be the starter and who's
Yeah,
going to sit the
yeah,
bench? No, A Ron will be the starter.
yeah, yes, of course.
Yeah,
Be a
man.
battle though. See what happens.
Yeah, so I'm just like the whole Blake Bortles. I don't. Has he even been? Has he been in the league? Has
Yeah,
he been?
he just hasn't played much, but I
Yeah,
mean,
where is he? What team has he been with? I don't even know what team he's been
well,
with.
last time we heard he was with Jacksonville, and
Well,
then
yeah.
wow, you're right. I think he kind of like
Exactly.
fell off
That's
the map.
That's how much we care where Blake Bortles went. We can't. You know what I mean? We don't even remember if he was still in the league or not.
Well, he from what I hear, I mean, he was with Broncos last time. I think I remember.
Bortles, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just a precaution thing. With the Green Bay, they signed a quarterback. They just want to have a backup in case anything happens or where Rodgers is gone. I don't really expect, to tell you the truth, Rodgers to be gone. I think management is not going to let him go unless you got 4 first-round draft picks or 3 first-round draft picks, and you get value of the same stock that you're going to be trading for.
I mean, well, I think he's done. I think he's over it, and we've been here maybe a couple times before during the off season, but I think this, is the straw that broke the camel's back, man. I think it's done. I think it's done. And if he stays in Green Bay, he's not playing. He's not going to take the field. If they're going to play that strong arm, without letting you leave type of deal, well, he's not going to go on the field. That's just
then get ready for all the accusations that are coming his way after, like they did with
like
Deshaun
Watson.
So, yeah, like they did Deshaun. So get ready for some accusations coming.
Not laughing at Deshaun Watson.
No, but there's going to be accusations.
I didn't put this down, but talk about Deshaun Watson.
What that Aaron Rodgers played with a rat in the closet. All these stuff is going to come out, and we're going to see all this baloney.
Oh, you mean he played with a snitch?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, he's in the right place. They got enough cheese in Green Bay.
Yeah, you're right.
Gotta dig in them cheese heads when you can, brother. Can't.
I don't like the Packers anyway. So
that's what I'm saying.
And I know you hate them. So
gotta dig when we can. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't like them anyway.
Little jab. You know what I mean? So, I mean, going on to the next question. Talk about Mr. Aaron Rodgers. Are we at this point? Is the Rodgers era over in Green Bay?
Yeah, possibly. It all depends. I mean,
you think he's not? Money always he's not going. You think he's not going anywhere?
No, I don't think he's going anywhere. I really don't, unless.
So you think it's going that he goes
to? Yeah, unless the team that really wants him is going to end up giving 3 first-round draft picks or 2 first-round draft picks, a couple players of that same type caliber. So I don't know. It's a big mess out there right now in Green Bay. Hopefully, in a couple more months, July is coming. Football camps are opening up, so we'll see what happens. It's a little mystery right now, but we'll see what happens. But hey, if they play with him, then they play without him. You know what, Marcus? I don't care.
You don't care. I mean, we don't care. But I mean, as football fans, you just don't like to see. You don't like to see talent be wasted. You know what I mean?
I'd rather see them go 1-16.
Of course. But I'm just saying, as a talent wise, like you would take him on your team. I would definitely take him on
New England.
New England. You know what I mean? I would, so
Would you take him if he went to Dallas?
I don't know. I like my guy there. We're kind of pushing it there. But man, I mean, I would take him, even though I can't stand the guy. I can't stand him,
Same way I feel about Derek Carr. Derek Carr's my quarterback. Same way you feel about number 4 on your team.
That's my quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta do the TO, you gotta put, get the tears going.
Derek, you're my quarterback. I still have faith you're gonna lead us to our first Super Bowl years.
Yeah, keep hoping, bro. But yeah, man. I mean, I think it's over. I think the Rodgers era is over in Green Bay. Especially now when you see like Blake Bortles, when I guess they don't have anyone else to try to get. So they got I guess get someone, but I think that's a sign right there that says, hey, okay, it's time to move on. Rodgers era is over in Green Bay. Time to move on to the next era.
Right. Yeah. More than likely, yes.
So I mean, people in Green Bay probably aren't happy about that, but us Cowboys fans, we're doing the Cabbage Patch right now. We're like,
going in the boat. Hey.
Yeah, we doing all that. We doing Running Man. We doing all that. Roger Rabbit, all that, man. All that, man. All that. But yeah, man. So keeping it in football, we had the NFL 2021 schedule.
17 games.
Dropped yesterday with 17 games on the schedule, which I mean, I'm excited about. And I mean, with the time flying, I think September will be here in no time. Like I was just saying, July will be here. You'll be here in a couple months.
In the studio.
You're talking about
live.
4 months.
Yeah.
It's nothing, man. It's nothing.
And it's the best time for me, those like September, October is the best time in sports because we have college football going on. We have the NFL.
Hopefully a full rec running. Yes, last season was choppy with the college football, was up and down.
No, this year won't. This year will be just one.
Yes.
We'll have the college, we'll have the NFL, we'll have the baseball playoffs, we have the NBA getting ready to start, NHL hockey. So it's like the best time of the year around September, October.
Hercules. Yes, yes, baby, yes.
So it's like the best time of the year. I mean, for me, it is anyway, because you have all the sports going on at the same time.
It's like a drug overload. You're just like, oh, more.
Yeah. You're like, oh my God, what am I going to watch tonight? I got to record this. I got to record that.
More.
Yeah.
I need more. It's never enough. It's never enough, especially when we talk about football, baseball, basketball going on at the same time. And this year with basketball, we're getting a treat because we're getting July NBA basketball.
Yeah, that's
July basketball, which is going to be awesome. And then during the same time, August, the Summer Olympics. So we got more basketball. More basketball. Yeah. I mean, talk about Olympics, man. When is mixed martial arts going to be a part of that whole
soon? Maybe not this year, maybe next year.
They need that.
Maybe the next.
That's long overdue, man. I mean,
maybe the next one they'll have
a sport. I mean, you got boxing there. Boxing has been a part of the Olympics for wrestling. Yeah, amateur wrestling's been there.
So UFC is going to be next. That's going to be next. They're going to have a gold medal in that.
Judo is in the Olympics.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, so we need to see that. Yeah, fencing. Yeah, we need to see that. We need
all the sports. The sports.
We need to see MMA. We need to see an MMA category at the Olympics.
Now let's go back to the exciting. The football schedule is out.
So we're excited about the football schedule.
Yeah, and it right away Thursday, September 9th. Your Cowboys will be 0-1. Let's just put it out there now. We're gonna put that out there now because
He's saying that, ladies
you're
and gentlemen,
hosting the
because
champions.
the
You're
Cowboys are
hosting the
playing the
champions.
Bucks.
You're hosting the champions. They're gonna raise the flag. Brady's gonna be there. It's gonna be a sellout crowd. You're 0-1 right off the bat this season. Let's just put that out there. I told my wife
you're not going to give Dak he's
no.
motivated and he's ready to get back, and he's
You're going
motivated
against-
because he's going against the champs, and he's
No,
going to be able to pull this one out for the okay.
No, it's not gonna work, Marcus. No. I also told
Come
my
on, bro.
wife.
I gotta give
I also told
somewhere.
my wife. Well, I'm gonna
Keep
give you a little break.
Keep
I'm gonna give you a little break here, though. My wife's team is the Dolphins. They're going to play New England the first game in New England. So yeah, so that's an L for the Dolphins. I already let her know. I already told
I'm
her
sorry,
that.
Brady's not
She's
there.
yelling
But
in the background saying I don't think so, but so she'll be 0-1. She'll be 0-1, and then let's see, the Pittsburgh Steelers, which happens to be my brother's team and a couple of my other
my nephew
nephew's team. They'll be 0-1. They got to go to Buffalo and play the Bills. They're 0-1. So the season is starting off great for me. Every team that I hate is going to be 0-1, and we got the first Monday night game. We'll be 1-0. We play the Ravens. That's fine. I'm looking forward to that.
You're gonna be.
You should. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
We're gonna have fans in Las Vegas this year. We didn't
Oh,
have no
for
fans
the
last year.
first.
That place is gonna be rocking. The Raiders are gonna be on their game. Monday Night Football, prime time. Raiders winning that game. So I start my season off 1-0. I'm calling it now. 0-1 for your teams, except for the Dolphins, except for the Patriots game. And I'll start the season off 1-0.
So this is Las Vegas. This is in Nevada. This is in Las Vegas.
This is the first game with fans in it. It'll be a sellout crowd. Mark Davis will be there. It's going to be great. They're going to have the Raider greats there at the game. First game, Raiders win this game. I'm not going to say.
I need to find out the exact dates because I'm gonna be in Vegas in September.
This is September 13th, Monday night.
Oh no, I'm not going till later. So yeah, man. Shoot, that'd be cool if I was able to swing out there and check out that stadium. That'd be a sight to see, you know.
I got my memorabilia marked down for you that I want. Don't worry, I got
it. Yeah, because we got a bet going, folks. So, you know, first week we don't play no games tough as balls, you know what I'm saying? We don't play no games. We have faith in our teams.
Yes.
You know, we back our team. Yes. So yeah, he has the Bucks beating the
thrashing.
I have the Cowboys being motivated with that back on the field, and then a new fresh meat on defense. Micah Parsons. We're gonna be excited. We're gonna be hyped going against the champs, and we're gonna edge this one out by maybe 3 points. Maybe 3 points. Maybe 3 points. All right.
We'll see.
He says, we'll see as we move on from the NFL into the NBA and playoffs. Playoffs are on the way.
Let's go.
Playoffs are on the way. And for the first time, we're doing the NBA is doing the play-in tournament.
Which I hate.
So I mean, maybe it's just something to try to draw fans in from an excitement standpoint. Like, oh, these teams can, they won't be able to get in the playoffs unless they win. Yeah, whatever. But I mean, maybe it'll bring a little excitement to the casual fans, the people that don't watch the NBA as often as we do. But I mean, I guess, hearing that it's a play-in to get in the
right
brings a little excitement, kind of like, they want to bring that kind of March Madness feel to it.
Right.
So we'll see how this works. Like, I'm not going to just say it's I just want to see how it works. I want to see how they promote it, how the games go down, and if the games are exciting, then I will judge it then. But it just from the sound of it, it just sounds kind of like college ball.
Well, the games are going to be competitive because now that there's 10 teams in the playoffs, it gives those lower teams, you never know when you can get an upset.
Yeah,
So it gives them more
true.
incentive. Don't forget now that they pay more money now because there's 10 teams in there now.
Yes.
So you're getting the incentive, the bonuses, and all that stuff are making the playoffs. And some teams might capitalize on that. You never know. Could be a couple upsets in the first round. I know one team that's not getting upset if they play in the first round. That's the Lakers. I don't care what tournament you got them in. They get a healthy LeBron back, and they get an Anthony Davis, and they get a Drummond underneath. They're not going to lose. And even though LeBron James hates it, it's going that whoever invented that, he said, can kick rocks. But
he doesn't like it.
He doesn't like it.
I mean,
but
I kind of agree with him. But like I said, I want to judge it after I see the action. You know what I mean?
He might be in that playoff playing. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll that'll be some. What if the Lakers don't make it?
I'll be happy.
And then of course you'll be happy.
I'll be happy.
But yeah, you'll be happy. But you give the Lakers credit where credit's due. You always say, you always give them the credit. With whatever
LeBron's the X factor.
Yes.
LeBron's the X factor.
Yes.
If he's healthy and he comes back, we all know what he can do at playoffs and big games and everything like that.
And I think NBA fans like us, we've come around on LeBron because at first we're like, King, who is this young guy calling himself King? Who are you? King James. Like, and you're playing off like kind of, religion with the King James, thing there. So that really had me like, oh, I don't know about this. And then you're wearing 23. So, but I think in the last
I wear 30. I wear 33. So I mean,
Pippen. But I think as longtime fans, especially you've been a longer fan than me because you've seen players I haven't seen play. But I think us longtime fans have come around because we see the work LeBron has put in. We see what he does on the court. We see that he's still the face of the league. That hasn't changed.
Right.
So I think it's just for guys like us, we're giving him his credit.
I've always given him credit. I he's the top one of the top 3 greatest players to ever play the game. Right behind Michael and right behind Kareem. So those 3, I mean, he is 3. There's 3 people there on that greatest all time, and he's there. I give him his due. I just don't.
You not saying he's the GOAT.
I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan. Great. You're not buying LeBron jersey.
I'm not buying LeBron shoes. I'm not buying LeBron jerseys. He's great, competitive.
See, that's where he has changed my mind because I went out after I saw what he did. And this is going out on a loss when they lost to the Mavericks in the finals. Right. And I think he was cramping and dehydrated, and the AC was off. Oh no, that was the San Antonio. I'm getting it mixed up there. That's the San Antonio. That was the Miami San Antonio thing. But yeah, he went through. We saw everything he did on the court during that series in a loss. In a loss during that series. So, because just giving him, just giving his credit, because what else you going, like, there's nobody else in the league that you're going to put above him. Who you putting above LeBron?
In this day and age, nobody. He's the greatest. Nobody. He's the best player in the NBA. All around, he's the best player in the NBA.
Maybe Kevin Durant, if Kevin Durant wasn't out for a season, but even then,
It don't matter.
I don't know.
LeBron
Yeah,
James is the best all-around player in the
yeah,
NBA today.
yeah.
And I hate and it's sad. I hate to admit it because I'm not a fan, but
Yeah,
I give, like we say, we give just tough as balls. We give
yeah,
credit where credit is due. No
yeah,
matter if we dislike the team,
exactly.
dislike the player, we still give credit where credit is due. Top three greatest of all time, yes. Face of the league right now, still, yes.
Hmm. Hmm.
After what, 21 years he's been in the league?
He's been playing a while, dude.
Wow.
He's been playing
So, and
probably
still
around
going
20.
strong, still going
Right.
strong.
Yeah.
I just don't hope that he breaks Kareem's scoring record.
Well, that's
It's
on the
in reach.
horizon. That's
It's
on
in
the
reach, but
horizon.
I hope he doesn't get it.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, with the players, like, what if the play with the play in, of course, LeBron coming back, and then
What is the play in the best of three, right? Is it best out
yeah,
of
I
three?
think it's something. I didn't even look into the
I
specifics
think
of
it's
the
the
play
best
in.
of three.
Yeah, so I didn't even I don't even know, like, well, you could have the Lakers and the Celtics both in these playing terms, and possibly both of them.
Boston will definitely be there. Don't worry about that. They'll definitely be in the play. They'll definitely be there. The
We'll talk about.
Lakers, right now, they're just a game behind the Mavericks.
Okay.
So they can inch up and go to that sixth spot. There's
Yeah.
only like three or four games left.
Yeah.
So if they can inch up into that fifth or sixth spot, which are only a game behind Portland, a game behind Dallas. So let's wait these 3 games left that they got to go. And I believe out of all of those teams, I might have the Lakers. Well, let's take a look at who they play the last 3 games.
Yeah. Mhm.
Actually, they got the Pacers and the Pelicans left. And the Rockets gave them a scare yesterday. So I think they'll be able to beat they got to go to the Pelicans, and the Pelicans don't have Zion no more. So
Well,
I think they'll win that game.
the Lakers just beat your team, right? They just
They beat the Knicks. They beat the Knicks in the overtime game.
Yeah. So
yeah, that was an overtime game. It wasn't a cakewalk.
Yeah.
That was an overtime game. So we'll see what happens. They got 2 games left. Indiana and Zion, and so they can probably. I think they'll be in that playing game for sure. I think so.
Yeah, but
that's if the other teams don't fall.
We still have a possibility of the Lakers and the Celtics both being knocked out in those play-in tournament.
Yeah, Boston didn't look too good last night against Cleveland, huh?
And
against the Cavaliers.
Streaks. The Cavaliers were on an 11-game losing streak, and of course,
go figure. Hey, let's bring in Boston. We'll stop the streak. let's bring in the Celtics.
No, we're going to talk about. We're not even going to talk about.
It's funny. You know what's funny about that? Is I had a friend of mine last night text me, and he says, "Want to bet on today's game?" He's a Celtic fan. I said, "Oh, you guys are playing Bristol Eastern. Are you crazy?" And I didn't take the bet, and they lost.
You probably should have took the.
I should have taken the bet. But I told him I should bet on Sunday when they play the Knicks.
Someone else was on a losing streak. I forget who it was, and the Celtics broke that losing streak too. And Marcus Smart is out, and then Kemba doesn't play back-to-back games.
Yeah, and Boston will rebuild. They'll be back next year. Don't worry, they'll be back next year.
It's just I don't know.
I think they'll be a different team next year, but this year they got no shot.
Yeah, so they don't even deserve any time on these airways unless they can make it in the playoffs. And I'm not talking about the play-in. I'm talking about the actual playoffs. The first round or second round. Let's see if they can, make it there, first before I even, give them any give them any time, But I wanted to get into in both the Eastern and Western Conference, bro. You look at the 5 spot, And Miami did what they had to do because they were below Boston at one point.
Yep.
And they slid all the way up to number 5.
Coaching. Eric Spoelstra is a great coach.
So, and then you look in the West, you look at the number 5, you got the Trailblazers. So
tied with Dallas.
I got they tied with Dallas. The question here, which number 5 seed can go the furthest? Is it the Heat or is it the Trailblazers?
I'm gonna say the Heat.
You think it's the Heat?
And I'll tell you why. They're starting to play better ball now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's healthy on that team, and the X factor is Spoelstra, the coach. Mm-hmm. I think he's always done I think he's done a magnificent job with the personnel that he has ever since the big 3 left. When Dwayne Wade left, when Bosh left, when LeBron left.
Yeah.
Ray Allen came along.
Chris Bosh was health issues. It was health issues.
Right. Yeah. And they had Ray Allen, of course, too.
Yeah, he was coming off the bench.
Coming off the bench. So, but after that personnel went, he still managed to get this team into the playoffs.
Yeah.
With whatever personnel he has. I think Spoelstra could take me and you, Marcus, and that we could still make the playoffs with him.
He could.
Yeah, we'll still be making the playoffs.
We coming off the bench, right?
Eric Spoelstra is a great coach. I'm not taking anything away from him. He's a great coach. He knows how to lead a team. And Miami, I think, come playoff time, I think Miami might be one of those teams that might be dangerous.
Might be like they were last year.
And don't forget, they got the Bucks number.
Oh, they knocked them out last year.
They knocked them out last year. So let's see when they and you know what hurt Miami's that Oladipo's out.
Yes.
So he went. If they had Oladipo, I mean Miami could have been even more dangerous, but they don't have Oladipo, so they're not gonna. I mean, they'll make some noise in the playoffs. I don't know how high they'll go. They'll go as far as Spoelstra takes them.
Yeah. So
no doubt.
Yeah. We'll see. So you believe it's the Heat? I don't know, because on that other side you got Dame Dollar, you got Damian Lillard, and you know when him and CJ McCollum
Portland still hasn't clinched yet though. Portland still hasn't clinched a playoff spot.
Well, they're number 5, so I mean,
so far, but they don't have a PP. They don't have a PP by their name yet, though. Clinch playoff or in the play-in yet, because they still got the Trailblazers' last 2 games. Listen to this. They got to go to Phoenix to play the Suns in Phoenix, right? And then they got to play the Joker and Jokic, the Nuggets, back-to-back games.
Yeah, the 5 through 7 is slim because
it's only a game separating the Lakers, the Blazers, and the Suns. I mean, and the Mavericks. Now,
let's just say the Blazers are in, because they right now it has them at number 5. Let's just say they're in, and so you still think Miami can go further than
Miami.
I don't know, man, because we underrated. We doubted.
You know what happens in the playoffs every time?
Trailblazers before, and
what happens every time they make the playoffs?
But we've seen the Trailblazers make it all the way to the conference finals from, whatever position,
That was in the bubble.
Well, I mean, but
that was in the bubble, Marcus. That to me, a season doesn't even count. I don't even consider Lakers champion. It was in the bubble.
I mean, but they still like even not if there isn't a bubble, you see what they can do. Those last second shots. How many times have we seen Damian Lillard do this over and over, knock out teams, whether it was OKC or whoever it was, knock them out, and that team was always the higher seed, and the Trailblazers, boom, because people sleep on CJ McCollum too.
So let's say Portland finishes 5th, right?
Yeah.
And the Lakers come up to number 6. 1 plays 8, 2 plays 7, 3 plays 5. So let's say they stay in that 5th spot. They have to play the Clippers in the first round.
Well, I don't have that much faith in the Clippers as of late. It's not like you look at them like, oh, like you did when they first got together.
When you got a Kawhi Leonard on your team,
I mean, that's my guy. Kawhi's my guy, but I see how he's playing, and I could tell he's a lot different. He doesn't jump as high as he did when he was on San Antonio, and that leg is, they have to let him rest because that leg is something up with that leg. You can.
Oh, I'm sorry, not the Clippers. If they finish 5th, they'd have to play Denver in the first round.
So it'll be Denver versus Blazers. If the Blazers,
yes, if they keep it the way they keep it going, Denver has to play 4th in the first round. Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
those boys look pretty. They look tough right now.
Yeah, and I think Jokic is the MVP candidate.
And then everybody, they got Aaron Gordon on their team now, so they got. Denver, they might be that underrated team. I don't know, but neither of them, are my teams playing, but I am excited about the playoffs.
Me too.
Getting started,
especially when the Knicks are in it.
Yeah. So
New York.
Yeah.
New
So
York.
we talk about the Lakers before we get out of the NBA. Talk about the Lakers. Probably in that play-in tournament, but as of now, they in the 7th spot. And so I got the question here, just say, I know probably what your answer is going to be already. Can the Lakers make it to the finals as the 7th seed?
They can make it to the finals as a 10th seed. As long as the big 3 are healthy, as long as Ron, Davis, and Drummond are healthy, what Drummond is, as long as those 3 guys are healthy.
And they need Schroeder too. Schroeder, he's
well, they said he'll be back too. He'll be back.
It was some COVID stuff.
So yeah, he'll be back. They could be a 10 seed. And if they're healthy, they can still win it all.
Yeah.
As much as I hate to say it, you're a Celtic fan. I'm a Knicks fan. I like the Lakers when Kareem was there.
Magic.
I didn't say they were favorite team, but yeah.
But when I was a kid, Magic was my guy, and I loved the Lakers.
Yeah, all those guys. And I rooted for them when they played Boston or they made it to the finals against any other team. But yeah, they can easily win a championship from the 7th seed. But let's see what happens if any one of those guys goes down. Then they got a problem. Yeah, then they got a problem.
I agree.
But yeah, they can make it. No problem. That's a simple.
Healthy.
That's a simple.
You say healthy Schroeder, healthy Drummond, healthy AD. Not 70%, not 80%. All of them 100% ready to go. Healthy LeBron. They can still make it to the finals, no matter what.
No question whatsoever.
No matter what spot.
Yeah, no question.
Yeah, so
I
can't go against that. I can't make an argument against that to say, well, no, bro. I can't make an argument against
I'm gonna do my impression of Razor Ramon right now.
Hey, yo. You know what I'm saying? So
hey, yo, as a 7th seed, yo, they can make the championship, yo. Yeah, they can make the championship.
Get the Puerto Rican Razor Ramon, people.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, man. So I mean, yeah. I can't argue against that. It's the you talk about, like you said, those guys healthy. Like who's going to take them down? Even though the West is tough, who's going to take those guys out? I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah. So as we move along from the NBA, and we go right into some Major League Baseball talk. We're going to talk about some baseball and we'll move before we get out of here. But some Major League talk, with all the talk, with the Yankees, everybody's talking about the Dodgers and the Dodgers and Padres. It's a great rivalry, and the Red Sox back on top of the AL East. Are we overlooking the Mets? Are we overlooking what the Mets, Giants, and Cardinals are doing in the NL, bro?
No, no, because that has nothing to do with the Yankees in the East. So
I'm
in the
just
American
saying, we
League.
looked at the NL. I'm like, are
No,
we overlooking them?
no, they got good coaching, they got a good team.
On all those teams, on the Mets, Giants.
Yeah, no,
Cardinals.
they got good coaching, they got good teams. The Cardinals are always there every year. They either neck and neck or winning the division.
Mm-hmm.
The Giants, they're playing great baseball right now. They're in first place in that division. 2 games over San Diego,
And their
2.5
fault, we
over the
forget
Dodgers.
they can't sleep on them because they're how many times they've been champs. They've been
Buster
champs.
Posey they got leaders. They got Ivan Longoria at third base. They got Buster Posey. They got the young Yastrzemski, which I had a privilege to see his dad play live, Carl.
Oh wow.
Yeah, way back in the 70s, bro. They got a good team. Buster Posey, they got good so far. Their pitching is held up. They're terrific at home. They're 14-4 at home. They're a good solid team, but the season is still young.
Yeah. Yeah.
St. Louis, the same thing. Great team, good pitching. They usually have good pitching, and they have a couple. The third baseman there, what's his name? Nelson Ariano's playing third base over there now. So
yeah,
they got a good team. They got an MVP candidate in him. The Mets, we know, always has pitching.
They always
has pitching. They lead the division
by
Syndergaard,
a few years ago was him and a couple other
Thor.
guys.
Love Thor. That was Thor. That was my boy.
Thor, yes.
Thor. But the Mets have good pitching and they've got some bats. Lindor, Alonso.
Yes.
Alonso. They got some good bats. They got some good balls. So, but I told you, Marcus, a couple weeks ago, let's give the Yankees a little time.
Yeah.
Here they come. They're coming. They're coming along.
2, yeah, they were last place in the AL East. Now they're in second.
And they finally win a series in Tampa.
Yes.
They're going for the sweep today. So
yes. What time's that game? I gotta watch that.
7 o'clock.
All right, okay, got enough time. Cool.
So I told you, they're moving on up. They're gonna come around, and by the time you know it, the Yankees will be leading that division by 6-7 games.
So you're saying like the season's still young. We're not overlooking what the Mets, Giants, and Cardinals are doing. Like you say, they got good coaching, and the Mets finally have some bats now.
Here's a rumor. The Yankees were talking to the Washington Nationals about trading the Yankees were trying to give away one of the pitchers, the center fielder Florial, who's down in the minor leagues, is supposed to be one of their top prospects, and another player for Max Scherzer. For Max Scherzer, the pitcher.
Yeah.
If they get Max Scherzer to perform with Jared Cole 1-2 punch in any series, I'd pull the gun on that trade right now.
Don't get me hyped. Don't get me hyped about that.
I'd pull the trade right now and get Scherzer in pinstripes. But let's see what happens.
I mean, if I will give Cashman credit if he can make that happen. Because I've had some choice words about Cashman as of late.
Right.
Because, the Yankees are underachieving, and rightfully so. They deserve all the criticism. So if he's able to make that happen, bro. I mean, we gotta get to the World Series again, of course. But if he's able to make that move, then I gotta back off a little bit.
I would make that move right in instant.
Yeah, I mean, if he's able to make, I'll back. I'll be quiet until I see what that team can do with him on the team.
Right.
So,
Right.
but that'll be a major. That's a major,
Mm.
as DJ Khaled say, major key.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that'll be a good move right there. I mean, talking about good move, that's an awesome segue. Talking about moving, what's going on? You can talk about a move. You wearing a shirt. You're wearing a team that used to say Oakland. Now it says Las Vegas. The Oakland A's given permission by Major League Baseball to relocate the team, to look for a new location for the team.
And why not? I don't mind them relocating if they can't get what they want.
What's going on in Oakland that they just I mean, they didn't lose. The Warriors just moved across the bay, you know. I mean, they moved out of Oakland. They moved out of Oakland to San Francisco. So
and you're still gonna have fans there, and all the people from Oakland are still gonna go over to San Francisco.
Yeah, not that big of a deal, but I mean, if you're from Oakland, it's probably a big deal. You know, if you're from Oakland, that's probably a big deal.
Well, the city doesn't want to build a stadium.
Then your team,
the Raiders,
they didn't want to build a stadium for them, and so the Raiders said, "We're up out of here."
Right.
And Las Vegas said, "Come."
And they'll open the Oakland A's with open arms too. That would be great.
Okay, this kind of the same thing I said. Oakland A's looking to relocate. What cities?
Vegas.
What cities?
Hands down, Vegas.
So
they need a baseball
team.
They need a baseball team over there. They got a hockey franchise. Now they got a professional football. They got a professional football team. My Raiders. And now all they need is a baseball team. They'll straight. They'll have three professional. And I'm sure that the city of Las Vegas, like they did with the Raiders, will build them a state-of-the-art baseball field somewhere near where the Raiders play or so forth in the desert, wherever it is.
Yeah.
They will build them a stadium. The reason why these teams move out of the cities is because the city doesn't want to fork over the money to build them a stadium.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is a lot of money.
Marcus, if you're the owner of the Oakland A's, and you tell the city, listen, and this has been going on for years.
Yes, years.
And you tell the city each year, listen, I want to build a new stadium or I'm moving.
Yeah.
Next year comes along, you tell them I want a new stadium or I'm moving. Then the following year. Eventually, you're going to call their bluff.
Well, this not even the franchise. Major League Baseball gave the Oakland A's permission to look for a new city.
Yeah, and Vegas
that means the Oakland A's are just frustrated with Oakland. Major League Baseball is frustrated with Oakland
because they won't build them a stadium. Yes, correct. So, and once again, like I said, Vegas is the perfect fit to bring a Major League Baseball franchise over there, build them a new stadium. So now you got three teams over there that literally will have new stadiums. The Raiders have a new stadium. The Vegas is only 2 years. The hockey stadium's only been there. I mean,
or they can go to an untapped market because the minor league is very vibrant in Hartford. So I mean, we could build a nice stadium over to East Hartford. So we could build them a nice stadium.
The Connecticut A's?
Oh, hey, we'll take it.
The Connecticut A's.
We will
same colors, the green and gold and everything.
Hey, I'll rock those. Hey,
yeah, I'd have to rock them too. The Connecticut A's.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll wear my Yankees stuff up.
We're not giving up the Yankees, but it's gonna be in our city. We're gonna support. You know what I'm saying?
Connecticut. Yes.
Yeah, guys support.
Yes.
So. You know what I'm saying? They not going, discount, but I mean, you can't argue against the Las Vegas. That's a big move. That's a big move.
And
I'm guessing.
I think that's going to happen. If they don't get that waterfront, well, the A's are talking about getting that waterfront stadium over there.
Yes.
Then they'll stay. They said if they can get that, start building up, they'll stay. But if they don't, they will move to Vegas.
Yes.
You heard it here first. They'll move to Vegas.
I mean, that'll be a cool move. I mean, that's just, but that's a lot of money that Oakland. I mean, you ready to give that up, Oakland? That's part of the history of that town, of that city.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hey, talking about cutting ties, before we get up out of baseball, one team cut ties, and that was the California Angels. And they cut ties with Albert Pujols on the last year of his deal.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is. When those guys, it was a fat contract. I remember when he got that contract. So, he had a great career. It wasn't like
Hall of Fame career.
Yes. I mean, those last few, last decade or so was,
I hope
all these
that,
years with the Cardinals, all those years, man.
yeah, and I hope that in a way, St. Louis said they didn't need him. There's no room for him over there in St. Louis. So I'm hoping that
he's made his money. I mean,
I'm hoping that he can play his last. If somebody picks him up, that it's a contender that can use him as a DH maybe, or just let him ride out. Let him ride out in style. Go to a team that's playoff contention. The Yankees don't need him. No. We have two first basemen over there. We don't need him. We have a DH in Giancarlo. So we don't need him over there. If it was 10 years ago, Albert Pujols, I'd say, yeah.
Oh, what? If that was that
hey,
move.
Luke Voigt, you're gone.
Yeah.
Mike Ford, you're gone.
Everybody else on
Pujols, your first baseman.
You up out of there. Yeah, come on. Yeah. 10 years ago, Albert, come on, baby. Come on. Put the stripes on, baby. But now,
Albert, we love you. You had a great career. You had a great career, Hall of Fame career. You're going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yes,
maybe who knows? Monday might manage or stay in baseball. Whoever knows. But it's been good. Just sail off, brother, into the sunset. You're good.
Hey, man, that's what it is, man. I mean, let it. It is. Wherever he goes with a team or not, he had a great career. Like I said, the past few years haven't been that great, but
health-wise too, he's been hurt a little bit. So
he's a Hall of Famer, and yeah, man. Shout out to Albert Pujols and a great career. If we don't see him on another team, so big up to our brown brother. You know what I mean? So
yes.
Yeah, but before we get up out of here, bro, you said you saw it. We're gonna review it. It was a movie. I thought it was a great movie, starring Michael B. Jordan, Without Remorse.
Oh.
What did you think of this movie before we get up out of here?
I saw this movie, and I tell you what, this guy.
Of course, it's a Tom Clancy, so people know Tom Clancy is a Tom Clancy film. He's an awesome writer.
Producer. Listen, this guy, Michael B. Jordan, should get an Emmy, Oscar, Golden Globe, everything about everything in this movie.
Just because of the story of the movie.
And just the way he acted in the whole movie. It was he did a great acting job.
Yes.
He deserves an Emmy, he deserves an Oscar, he deserves a Golden Globe, MTV award, whatever awards out there. Whatever award is out there, Michael B. Jordan wins this movie for Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Lead Role Actor, everything. The movie was great. There's more movies coming out this year
he executive. I think he produced
the storyline, everything. The storyline and everything was great in this movie. I loved it. I gave it a 5-star rating. It's a great movie. People, if you haven't seen this movie,
check it out. It's on,
it's
on Amazon Prime. So check Prime Video. Good movie.
STRTV, baby, Diamond Stream.
Lauren London, Nipsey Hussle's, the late Nipsey Hussle's wife. She's in it. I think it was her first movie back being back on camera. So man, go watch that movie, man. Go watch that movie. It's great. I will go. I think I'm gonna watch it again, man. Just cause I don't know.
It's a great movie. My wife hasn't watched it, so I'll watch it with her too.
Watch it again.
Great movie.
watch it again, and then watch it a third time.
Yeah.
That's how good it is. So shout out
Yes.
Michael B. Jordan and Without Remorse. Without Remorse. Great movie, great movie. And we have come to an end of the show, bro. So before we get up out of here, go ahead and plug your stuff, man.
The Fire Stick. Everything cable has to offer, we give you 10 times more. All sports packages, all the movies, TV shows, all the channels, everything, man. Premium channels, pay-per-view events, everything. Hit us up, 239-237-8164. Ask for Randy, the Fire Stick man. We got you covered. You overpaying for cable, $100, $150, $200, we give it to you for $30 a month. Hit me up, people. Hit me up.
Hit them up. Hit them up. And make sure you subscribe to the show wherever you're listening to. If it's Apple Podcasts, if it's iHeartRadio, if it's Spotify, if it's Google Podcasts, doesn't matter. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you share. Make sure you comment. We need your interaction. And make sure you also follow us on our social media. That's Instagram, that's Facebook, that's Twitter. If you're watching on YouTube, you see how it's spelled TOUGHASBALLS.
Sure.
Tough as balls. You see that? And make sure if you want to get at the show, you can email the show too. toughestballs@gmail.com. That's toughestballs@gmail.com. Like I said, subscribe, people. We need your support. You know what I'm saying?
We're having special guests coming up later on in
Yes.
some episodes on the show. We
Yes.
want to get all the Connecticut ballers out there that have made a difference in the community and in the sports world. We're going to bring you on our show.
Yes, we're going to bring the CT ballers up in Toughest Balls. There you go. And for my boy, the freaking Puerto Rican, I am the chosen one. And we are up out of here. Peace.
Peace.